everybody. Welcome to day 4 of the 12 Days of Treelotta. And today I'm going to be talking about Aurifil thread. And we've got lots of different sizes of thread, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the different sizes so you know when and how to use them. So, okay, so we have so the most common size that we have is the 50 weight, and that's what we use for piecing, quilting. I use it for pretty much everything, and it's their most popular size, but I'm going to talk about some thicker sizes first, and then we'll go through the 50 weight and then to something that's even thinner, and I'm also going to talk about their floss. So 12 weight, it's the heaviest thread that they offer. It comes in small spools, large spools, and cones, and it comes in all of their 270 colors. And let's see this one. So we don't carry them individually. We carry them in sets. So here we have one by Anna Marie Horner, and it has this beautiful selection of colors that she has picked out. And this is 12 weight, has 10 small spools in it. The 12 weight has the red spool. So if you ever see Aurifil thread with the red spool, that is the 12 weight. That's their thickest, their heaviest thread. You can use that in your sewing machine. You just need a thicker needle, a 116 or a 90-14 top stitch needle. And you can also use it in the long arm. You can use this for a lot of handwork like applique, embroidery, quilting, cross stitch, other sorts of embellishments. You can even use it for machine embroidery. Usually if you have a longer stitch length in your pattern, you can use it for machine embroidery, art quilting, sashiko, red work. You can even use it in your serger, in the lower looper of your serger, and you can use it on your long arm. I think I already mentioned that one. So it's a thicker thread. Ours are all wrapped up, so it might be a little tough to see, but you can kind of tell that it is a thicker thread. And then the second heaviest weight thread that they carry is the 28 weight, which I have right here. Also comes in small spools, large spools, and cones, and also 100% cotton, and comes in all of their 270 colors. And it comes on the gray spool. So the gray spool is their second heaviest. And you can kind of see it's a little heavier thread, not as thick as the 12 weight. You can use this in your machine as well, of course, top stitch needle, quilting or denim needle, and 90-14. You can also use it in the long arm. And other uses for this would be use it as a double strand and cross stitch. You can do blanket stitch, hand applique, piecing, hand quilting, bobbin and machine lace, machine quilting and machine embroidery, again in the lower looper of your serger, and for long arm quilting. And I got all this information from Aurifil, from their website. So they're a great resource, but I just think it's kind of fun to hear about it, to know like, oh, I can use these thick threads in my machine. I don't always know where we can use these different threads. So I thought I'd tell you guys about it today. After the 28 weight, you get into the 40 weight, which is a slightly thicker weight thread than our normal 50 weight. And again, comes in small, large, and cone, 100% cotton. It comes on the green spool. I'm not sure we actually have any here, right? Oh yes, we do, Sydney, and down in the cart, the 40 weight. We had some 40 weight. Thank you, Shelly. They are standing more than 6 feet away from me, I promise. And okay, so this is what the 40 weight looks like with the green spool. And you can see that it's getting thinner. So that's the 40 weight. Obviously, you can use this in your sewing machine. Comes in all 270 colors. Use an 80-12. You can also use a 90-14 or a 75. So you can really use all of your normal kind of needles with this. You can also use it in the long arm. Works for top stitching, quilting. It's a little bit heavier weight. It's great for sewing bags, toys, dolls, garments. You can use it in cross stitch as well as a single, a double, or a triple strand. Hand piecing, bobbin and machine lace, machine applique, machine embroidery, edge-to-edge quilting and pantographs, and any custom long arm quilting. So it's a good all-over thread, a good multi-use kind of a thread. And then the 50 weight, I'm going to step away for a second and grab a spool. Okay, so this is the one that we use most often, and you can see it's a pretty thin thread. This is our everyday use thread. Also comes in all the colors, small spools, large spools, and cones. The orange spool, their iconic, Aurifil's iconic orange spool. Use your normal needles with this, 80-12. You can use it in the long arm. Because it's so strong and thin, you get nice, flat, crisp seams. It's great for piecing. It's great for top stitching. You can do English paper piecing with this. It's thin enough that it's really good for that. Needle turn applique, again, bobbin and machine lace, machine applique, machine embroidery, any dense machine quilting. It works really well with that because it's pretty thin. Basting, whole cloth and micro quilting works well for that. Again, it's a nice thin thread, and any dense background designs. So this is our everyday kind of thread right there. And then we have gone through the 50 weight now to the thinner threads. So we have some 80 weight threads. These are so pretty. And they come on these gorgeous cherry wood spools. And they're really, it's a very nice thin thread. So great for English paper piecing, any handwork, hand applique. With these, you might use a little bit thinner needle, like a 70-10. They say 80-12 is great too, so your normal kind of universal needle. This one does not come in all of the colors. This comes in 88 vibrant, beautiful colors. And let's see, we said hand applique, machine embroidery. You can use it in machine embroidery, machine applique, free motion quilting, free motion couching. They do recommend that if you're using it for hand sewing, use a shorter length of thread, about 12 to 18 inches, to reduce tangling and breaking. And then the last one is floss. Here's the floss. Here's some floss. And I haven't really talked about the wool threads yet. Maybe we'll talk about that another day. But we do also have the wool threads. I'll give you a quick peek at some of the wool threads. They are so pretty. So we also have wool in some sets. But here, get back to the floss. These also come on these beautiful wooden, this one's taped shut. I'll try this one. Here. Okay, here we go. This is one designed by Zen Chic and Brigitte Heitland. And so you'll recognize some of her beautiful colors in here. And so it's a 6-strand cotton floss. And that comes in all 270 colors. For the needle recommendation, they just said match your needle to your project. You can use it in cross stitch. I'm not sure what huck embroidery is, but they said it's great for huck embroidery. Miniature punch needle embroidery. We've been doing a little bit of punch needle here. It's really fun. Tatting, needlepoint, crochet, applique, big stitch quilting. That's a fun use. I would also use those thicker cotton threads, the 12 weight and the 28 weight. I think those work really well for big stitch quilting. Accent stitching on garments, hand embroidery, and they also recommend 12 to 18 inches on this one to reduce tangling. And so a lot of those we have just in sets, because to have all the colors, we'd have another huge display and we'd carry all the colors, and it's just hard to do that. So we have these sets. We also, we've broken apart some of the sets into individual spools. So you can get some colors. We have some colors out in the floss and in the 80 weight. And thank you. And here you can see, sort of, we've got the 80 weight and some of the floss. And so then we've just priced them individually the same as they would have been, in the set. And pardon me? they are on sale. So that is what your discount is going to work on today. We still need to actually get into the system and put those into the right category so your coupon will work. But when your coupon does work, which will happen very soon, it is YY2C4. And you don't need to worry about capitalization. It works either way. And so 25% off those sets, which is a really good deal. Some of these sets can get pretty pricey, so 25% off is going to be a nice chunk off for you to try out some of those new threads. Another thing I wanted to make sure that I mentioned today. Oh, and any questions yet from people on the Oracle threads? No? Okay. So that is the day 4 deal. Also, I wanted to make sure I mentioned that Bernina Accessories are on sale this month. 25% off of feet, embroidery hoops, luggage, and there was one more thing. It's on our website. Software, the embroidery software. So that is also on our website if you forget the details. And with those, just give us a call. And if we don't have it in stock, we'll make sure we order it for you. We don't have the Bernina Accessories on our website. They might be allowing that now with COVID and all the curbside pickups and things, but it's not something that we are normally allowed to have available to purchase on the website, so we don't. But feel free to give us a call, let us know what you're looking for. We have the books here, like the big book of feet that has all the accessories listed in it, so if you want to come take a look at that, please feel free. That's through the end of the month. Another deal they have going on through the beginning of February is if you buy a 570, you can choose either a free embroidery module or a free serger. And then the same deal for the 770. So with the 770, it's a bigger embroidery module and it's a little bit more expensive serger. So you choose one or the other, free embroidery module or free serger. So that's pretty cool. All right, guys, what am I forgetting? I never did say, my name is Teresa with Treelotta. Lori would be mad. I think that's it. So we sometime, probably this week, will have a free pattern for you guys. That's going to be, Sydney's looking at me like, really? I'm putting it together. I didn't tell her yet. And for now, that's our 4th daily deal. And as you guys know, they keep adding up. So we still have day 1, day 2, and day 3 available. The day 1 is the Let It Snow, thank you. The Let It Snow fabric kit, the Laura Heine pattern. So you buy the Treelotta fabric kit for that pattern and you get the pattern half off. Day 2 is 25% off of any embroidery and cross stitch kits. Day 3 is, we have those limited edition fat quarter bundles. Those are 20% off throughout the 12 days here. And day 4 is 25% off Aurifil thread kits. And they're also fun. They put together some really good collections. So any other questions yet from anybody, Sydney?
No, Joanne's trying to come in now.
Okay, great. And Christy, hello! Finally caught us live. Yay! Thank you for joining us. Let's see. I think we're covered. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, thanks, guys, and we will see you soon. Bye.